So Argentina failed, but Brazil gets a pass mark. So firstly, just an apology for the light here. I'm in a hotel room and the lighting is usually not good. So I'm having to sort of stand by the window and do it. And I don't think the lighting's the best. But anyway, we have to make do when we're traveling. So I'm in Rio de Janeiro at the moment. Beautiful place. And there's quite a few EVs I've seen. I mean, quite a few. I've been here now just 2 days, driving around, getting taxis, walking around. So far today, I think I have done 12 kilometres walking. So I've seen a lot of EVs. Guess which brand they all were? Yeah? I'll give you a hint. It's one of the largest EV retailers in the world. No, it's not the Tesla Model Y, it's BYD. They are all over the place. I have seen BYD Song Plus. Yeah, look, that's a hybrid. Atto 3s. I think I saw a couple of Seals, BYD Seals, not the furry kind. A lot of BYD Dolphins. I mean, a lot. And I've even seen today, this morning, a couple of seagulls, BYD seagulls, or dolphin minis, or whatever you want to call them. They look pretty bloody good, actually. Pity we're not going to get them in Australia unless they can get their crash test rating up, but still. So BYD are really taking over. In fact, here with Chinese EVs, they're taking over. Now, if you look at this chart, that's 23 to the first half of 24. You've got Europe, where Chinese vehicles in the red account for, smallish percentage. Then you go global, you're looking 2023, it was just under 50% worldwide. In the first half of this year, it was over 50%. And then on the right, you've got Brazil. That's what, 75% last year, and now, I mean, that's what, 80 odd percent. I mean, that's just absolutely incredible that Chinese EVs are just taking over the country. So Brazil is in its infancy of EV uptake. In the first half of this year, 5.3% of vehicles sold were electric or had a plug on. That was about 55,000 vehicles, which is pretty good. The president of Brazil, and I forget his name, I did have it here, President da Silva, I think. So the president is trying to promote EV manufacture. So you see here that planned production before 2027 for Brazil on the right, that's Mexico on the left. BYD, Chery, and GWM are planning on having EV production here in Brazil and up and running by 2027. Look, I think what they're doing here is excellent. Now, I have had, when I was asking around about EVs, I had one guy go, oh, no, EVs no good here. We have large distances. Look, Brazil is larger than Australia, would you believe? Australia's about 7.5 million square kilometres. Brazil's about 8.5 million square kilometres. Yeah, it's big. There's a lot of forest and there's some large distances between places. So this guy said, they're no good because you're going to have to stop for an hour or two to fill it up every couple of hours and it'll take you forever to get there. Well, I mean, in Australia, we've now got, the government has put some money into getting the infrastructure there, and that's what I think that they're hoping to do sometime in the near future here. The And while I've got you there, could you just click on that like and subscribe button? Thanks very much. Really does help. The other thing that this guy said was, oh, I knew someone who bought an EV and after 2 years he had to replace the battery. Cost him $30,000. No, they're no good. Then I asked him a couple of questions. Why did he have to replace the battery? Oh, he got in an accident. He hit some big metal lump in the road and it smashed his battery and he had to replace it. Cost him $30,000. I go, what about insurance? Oh, he didn't have insurance. Well, duh. Of course it will cost you a lot of money. So, yeah, I mean, this is just a little aspect of the story. I knew someone, it cost him $30,000. Yeah, but when you go into the story, it was an accident. He hit some large metal lump on the road that damaged his battery, and he didn't have insurance. I mean, if I didn't have insurance and I did that, it would cost me a fortune to replace the battery. But I got insurance to cover things like that. So, yeah, a few other people have basically said it's a bit too far between places. But as I said, around here in Rio, they've got a lot of BYD electric vehicles. As I said, I've seen a couple of Song Plus, which are plug-in hybrids, and dolphins, and a couple of seagulls. So, you know, that city car type of thing. Rio is quite a spread out sort of city. I forget the population here. It's about 8 million or something ridiculous. Might not be that high. But they've got 200 and something million in the whole of Brazil, and 23 million in Sao Paulo, which is probably one of the largest places. We had to fly through there, and they got 3 or 4 terminals. Terminal 2 had got 99 gates. 99 gates. Poof. And yeah, typical. I had to walk from gate 80 to gate 10. And we had 30 minutes to do it. Yeah. So look, I think Brazil are going, they're in their infancy, as I've said, but they're getting there. They're trying. Yeah, they need some more infrastructure, but, you know, they'll get there. As I said, I think the president is really keen on getting EVs up and running. So the president, De Silva, is trying to get some tax credits and what have you going, and some incentives to buy electric vehicles. And as I said, for the infrastructure, we've only got to look at plug share. And if you look in this area here, this is Brazil. It goes down to about here. You've got Paraguay there, and you've got Uruguay down here. But this is Brazil. Now, yeah, you get out here and it's a bit sparse, but there's a lot. When you compare to Argentina, which is this pathetic little bit down here, not much. So let's just zoom in, and we've got Rio here. I mean, just look at all those. It's just amazing how many there are. So, I mean, if we just zoom into where I am, which would you believe is actually on Copacabana Beach, and if I look out of my hotel room, I can see Cristo Redento. That's Christ the Redeemer up on the hill with its arms out. So I've got a very nice hotel place here. So here we go, Copacabana. So I'm somewhere around here, the Copacabana Palace. No, I'm not staying in that because that's a ridiculous 2,000 Australian dollars a night. It's the most expensive hotel. But if you just look here at all of these sites, just in this area, public sites, we've got fast chargers there, CCS2, CCS2. You've got some slow chargers. Now, I was just at Shopping Rio Sul, and it's got 5 chargers of Type 2 in a shopping centre. I didn't get out into the car park, but that's where they are, and I was just in that shopping centre. So, you know, they've got the infrastructure here already. you know, I'm sure EVs are going to take off if President De Silva has his way. Overall, I was thinking I'd give Brazil a D. Argentina got an F. F of uct. But I'm thinking that they're probably heading towards a C now, which is a good pass mark, and things will get better. There is a tremendous growth in EV sales, and it's heading for 170, 180% year on year, 24 over 23, which is pretty good. You look at Australia, we're around 7%, and they're at 5.3%. They're not too far behind us. So we need to pick our feet up and start running a bit, I think. So what do you think of the way that Brazil's progressing? I think it's going quite well. So let me know in the comments below, and we'll see what you lot have got to say. Now, while you're down there, don't forget, there's that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. It really does help the channel, and I appreciate all the likes that I can get. Now, also in the description area, there is a link to my Ko-fi page. If you want to help me with a nice little Chrissy Prezzy, that would be very, very nice of you. Thank you so much. And also, there's a Tesla link, referral link. So if you want to order your Tesla, you'll get a Chrissy Prezzy. Now, in Australia, it'll be a 1,400 Australian dollar discount, which is pretty reasonable. So there's a discount for you, which is a nice little Chrissy Prezzy. So thank you very much for listening. I think that was quite interesting. I was surprised myself. So let me know below what you think, and I'll see you all very soon.